Citizens Alliance of North Charleston, where our motto is local politics makes a difference. The title of this video is Proud of Being Black, but it doesn't make me a racist. Now, recently I was in a waiting room. Well, let me first by starting that I was on our videos that John Singletary and myself, what we do is that we talk about things such as race, economics, religion, and politics. Now, I recently, on one of our videos, I had a young man, well, I don't know if he's young, but it's a guy, a comment on it, called me a nigger, because of my videos. Now, in my videos, I am not racist. I don't talk ill against white people. I talk ill against what whites do, as if it's a KKK or David Duke or whatever. But I don't talk ill of white people. Okay. So now he got upset about it, but I said, so I wanted to address it in this video. You see, whenever it's a battle, and if you're in the fight, there's a battle. I mean, the civil rights fight, you're going to be going against white supremacy. Now, I am not a black supremacist. I am opposed to white supremacy. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make me a racist. So I will not apologize at all for being pro-black. I will not apologize for fighting against, and I will say legally, without harm, physical harm to other people, such as white people. I won't apologize for that, because my people, black people, have been in this country for nearly 400 years. Okay, from 1619 to 1965, we were in, or the 1865, we were enslaved, and for another 151 years, we have legalized and discrimination. So, or suffering through discrimination, be it legal or illegal discrimination. So, much of the wealth that's in this country has been gotten off of the backs of black slavery. So now, and I'll give you, you're not only as a fighter against racism, and I've been acutely aware of it. I've been in a discrimination lawsuit for 15 long years. It is still going on. It started back in 2001. It is still going on. So I am acutely aware, because I'm a lead plaintiff in this lawsuit. So against Nucor Steel, which I'll be bringing a video about that soon. Now, you not only have to fight, when you're fighting white supremacy, you're not only fighting white people, which they want to keep power, and like I said, not all whites, but you also going to have to fight even your own people. I don't know if it's a Stockholm syndrome, I don't know, but you also going to be fighting your own people. Now I'll give you an example. My mother, she's 86 years old, and I had to, occasionally, when she has a doctor's appointment, either my sister or myself or my cousin, we will take her to her doctor's appointment. Well, while at the doctor's appointment on this given day, I ran into one of my church sisters, and we were talking about John's campaign and letting her know we were going to continue it on, and I was letting her know what was going on with why John lost. You really didn't lose, but why he lost, and what we are doing to run again in 2019. Well, and I was telling her about the situation here in the black community in North Charleston, but even in the greater United States with our young black boys. That the fact that you have an unemployment rate nationwide around 60% for young black boys. I said, and these young boys and I use the example of Boeing. See, Boeing came here, and much of the people especially the management, they don't use the people that are here, and especially blacks. So I told her, I said, what they could have done and what the politicians, mayor, even the governor, Mayor Keith Summey, and even Nikki Haley, what they could have done, those boys that are at risk, when I mean at risk, those boys who are selling drugs. Those are doing crimes and stuff like petty crimes and stuff like that. We need to give those boys an opportunity. How about an apprenticeship? Not a job training program, but an apprenticeship program. That way, when they leave, when they start the apprenticeship program, they're getting paid. They're getting paid. And at the end of it, the apprenticeship program, they get a job. That's how we can reduce the amount of crime. Now, while I was talking to her, I had, and I don't want to belabor this, but while I was talking to my church system, explaining the church system, the black economics that we face in this community, I was listening. Their sister was listening to me, and I thought maybe she was like, "You're right, brother. You're right." No. She was upset. Now, she came from New York, and she said she worked in the prison system, and told me that I was wrong or whatever. I said the unemployment rate, if amongst blacks, if it's not 40 to 60%, what if it's 25%? Is that enough? When do you want it? Now, she was saying that Boeing got plenty of blacks there. I said, I'm not disagreeing with that they have plenty of blacks. But I'm saying that there are more transplant at Boeing than there are people in the black community. And I would hasten to say that you can probably count the people that are actually in these depressed areas in the hood. I can probably bet you, there probably maybe a handful that got the opportunity to get employed there. Now, she got upset. She was so mad because I was giving her the truth, which I don't care, giving her the truth. Now she was, and maybe she was mad also because there are like maybe 3 to 4 white people that were inside the waiting room, and I was not talking. I was not trying to hold down my voice. I was talking like I'm talking right now. I don't care if white people are uncomfortable about me talking about racism and white supremacy. I've been uncomfortable all of my life. Join the club. So now when she got upset and then she had to go back to see the doctor, I told her while she was leaving, I said, "Sister, so and so, this is the reason why that we are where we at right now. Reason why racism continues. A lot of it has to do with us not uniting. Now, we can be Democrat, we can be Republican, we can be independent, but we should all have a common goal of getting economic independence to where you're not dependent upon Boeing to give you a job. These young black boys, they need employment. And we have what it takes to do it. 1.2 trillion dollars is comes through the black hands, but it only lasts 7 hours in our hands. We must, and I was explaining that we must create black jobs, black businesses. We must support them, and we must create them. Now, I hope that she goes back, and because she talked about in New York about the amount of people that are in prison. Well, let me tell you something. The amount of people in prison in New York is about 50%. That was an argument too that we had. I said the prison population is over 50% nationwide for black people. I said, and in New York, I had to go look it up later on. But in New York, it's like nearly 60% black, and she works in the prison system. She profited on because she's getting paid. Man, look, at the bottom line, we have to be, this is the host,